And when I did lose weight because of them, I basically I had I was so hungry, but basically I what I would do is I would go into the cupboard and literally just I would go into the cupboard in at like 10, 11, 12 in the night. So I basically do it when no one is sleep when everyone is sleeping and the place is silent. So I will pretend like I'm like, I don't know, like getting war or something. And then I would get the snacks, and it was so obvious because um hi right, so where do I begin? So obviously I shared to you guys on um YouTube that we as a family, we were like let down by the system really bad. And sorry, and how we have been trying so hard to maintain basically some sort of outcome out of all of this. Um, so I just got a call from the lawyers. I'm gonna be very blunt. I got a call from the lawyers it wasn't just now. Actually, this afternoon, I was having a shower, and the lawyer called whilst I was having a shower. So I just received the call, like maybe give or take 35 minutes ago. It was like, oh my fucking god, this has to be from the local authorities, from the lawyers, because the lawyers, they've been trying to get the government on board with everything. So I spoke to him. His name is O'Hunton, from Obaseki solicitors or lawyers. He was saying that he wants to talk to me, so he sent an email of the files that apparently has some stuff, but I refuse to read them because it's basically saying that they're giving me like money. The government and social services, they're giving me like access to money, and it's just like, no, they didn't. Like, even if that's the case, they would buy it for me without my like fucking knowledge. That's how so fucked up these people are. And because of that, I'm really concerned about my dad because he's in so much debt because um of me. Now listen, I have to get myself involved because um uh because because when I was spending so much money, like, you do not want to know what I spend it on, how I spent the money. I just did it. And I feel so guilty and bad because if my dad's in debt and he can't pay the bills, wow, this house, like, and this is down to social services, and their excuse is basically going to be like, oh, we gave her money, but if she doesn't want it, then, but bitch, of course I want money. Like, money's money at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So it's like, how can you sit there and say that about someone? Money is literally money. Like, even if a stranger gave me like £50,000, I mean, I wouldn't take it, but obviously it depends if it's a good stranger. If it's a bad stranger, then don't. If it's a good stranger, I'm gonna take that money and go to Jamaica and probably never come back because the justice system is so fucking perverted. It's so fucked up. And if you see my YouTube videos, you will know that what I'm saying is the 100% truth. When I was abused by the system, I won't go into details. When I was abused by the system, I felt so powerless. I couldn't eat properly. I couldn't sleep properly. Um, I couldn't even fucking do anything. I was basically powerless. And because of that now, I've been so like um because of that, it's been so hard for me to like really, I guess, pinpoint, but what I'm trying to say is that this system is so fucked up. I can't even explain it. I've literally was born into this earth, taken away from a young age, a really young age, very young age, from 10. These people took me, social services, Hillman Street, Hackney Social Services took me, and they neglected me. They used me as a shield to gain. I don't know what they were trying to gain, but clearly it didn't work. But I just feel like back then, when I felt so powerless, I didn't know what to do. I was out of my mind, just um so wrapped up in other things. And then you have Sinking Train Valerie telling me, "Oh, be happy, Siamara, be happy, Cece." And it's like, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry because it's just so funny how they would say in their meetings that I've got schizophrenia and then I have a mental health problem. But when shit hits the fan, and then when I do get upset and I do speak out, it's like she's talking fucking like crap. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And so it's just like people that say that, they need to fucking shut up. Because I will give you a pinpoint of what happened. When I was living with Train Valerie, this would be 6 years of this month, July the 18th. And not that it happened on the 18th, but it definitely happened in the summer of July. And sorry. And basically, no, it wasn't 6 years ago. Yeah, yes, it was 6 years ago. And I basically I went to school and come back, social services come, and they wanted a meeting, and I said, what about? And Valerie was like, "Oh, ever since your mum died, we've just been so upset about you. Like, we've been so worried about you, and I just feel like, it's just getting a bit too much, and I think therapy's the best thing for you." And I said, "What therapy?" I was like, "Huh? Like, what the hell what are you talking about?" And so she was like, "Oh yeah, we were so worried for you, Cece, and if there's anything you need and all that." And so I was like, "Oh my God, not this again." And so Trey comes back from work because I don't know if he still works there, but he works for TFL, and he comes back from work with his like fucking blue suit as if he's the fucking Avengers, and he's just like giving me that like a stare or that look. And so I was just like, I'm not speaking to a shrink. I'm fine. And like, I hate when people say that like therapy is the best thing. It's not. Jesus is the best thing. Jesus is the best thing. Even Jesus can help you, not therapy or a mental evaluation. And I didn't need it because I wasn't. They were like, "Oh, she's gonna kill herself. She says she wants to kill herself." That was false. That was lies. I did not say I wanted to kill myself. I would never intend or intentionally ever say that. And so what if like I like so what if I get angry and I lash out all the time? I've just been The world have just shocked me by surprise that my mum had just um died, and I saw her 2 weeks before because I was supposed to go to Hillsong. I remember that day. I was supposed to go to Hillsong. It was in August of 2018, and I went. And so basically, when I went to Hillsong, or when I was going to go to Hillsong, Train Valley were like, "Oh, like you can cancel your contact with your parents. You have to go to Hillsong. Like, you're gonna miss out on all the fun, and like it's about Jesus and God." Actually, Hillsong is Satan. It's satanic. It's devilish, and I wouldn't recommend even my kids going to Hillsong. So please. So basically, yeah, please sit the fuck down, Train Valerie. So I said I would rather go to see my parents because like I was starting a new school, and basically the last time I saw my mum was in contact, and and she was in good spirits. She's always been in good spirits. I actually wanted to tell her a few things of my own. But unfortunately, no, Trey wasn't there at the time. It was Valerie and Shoba. Shoba is the founder of Synergy Agency. She had a huge part to play in like me being abused, and just that. I wouldn't say she had a big part to play in other stuff, but I'm not gonna get into it today because I have so much things to do. But what I will say is it was for me, not Valerie and Shoba. And so when I wanted to see my parents, I actually didn't want them to come. I actually wanted to go on my own because at the time, I could have gone on my own, but whatever happened, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Um, so basically, if you don't know a bit about me, when I was in Train Valerie's trafficking care, basically, I was so I don't I don't know if this has happened to you. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone who's gonna watch this on X or Instagram or Twitter will basically probably will relate to what I'm gonna say. So at the time, I was very like hesitant. So when basically Train Valerie, what they would do is they would like deprive me of me having anything to eat. Like when I was, because I lost so much weight, and it wasn't because of like, me not. Obviously, what Akeem did was so wrong. I'm not like excusing his behavior at all. But before I was losing a lot of weight, I had lost a lot more when um and so what happened was that basically Train Valerie would then use that as to their advantage, that, oh, we're gonna like make her suffer, we're gonna make her do this, we're gonna make her do that. And so basically, that being said, they did. um I couldn't have anything to eat. I couldn't have like McDonald's. Not that I like McDonald's, but I couldn't even have that. It was always about being healthy, Sima, being healthy. You don't want to end up, you know, they were just bullies. At one point, they actually was bullying my weight. So, and then when I did lose so much weight, they're like, "Oh, why are you not putting so much on again?" It's like, which one is it? Do you want me to put on weight or to lose weight? Like, it was like a game for them. Uh, that was like the most troubling things in my life because I know that when I do something or say something, it just goes out of some it goes into different contexts, and I think at the same time we have to be mindful of people's like sensitivity. And so that being said, I mean, call it as you will, but that was what happened. I was used, abused, manipulated, brainwashed, almost. Didn't actually happen though. And it was just so tough for me to really grasp. One thing you should know about me is I don't like to play games. I hate liars. I hate lying. I've never lied before unless it's under my own duress. Um, yeah, I do lie a bit, but I try not to because it's not good. Um, One thing you should know about me is that I can't stand liars, cheaters. They make me feel sick, all of them put together. So I'll leave it as that. Um, I just think that we should all be, I guess, just careful of the system because at the end of the day, I can't trust anyone, and I'll leave it as that.